Hey guys, Wildre here and welcome to another review. Today we talk about movie Skyscraper played by Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. Skyscraper is a 2018 action movie written and directed by Ross and Marshall Turber and starring Dwayne Johnson, Neve Campbell, Chin Han, Roland Muller, Noah Taylor, Byron Mann, Pablo Schreiber and Hannah Kinlivan. The movie follows Johnson as a former FBI agent who must rescue his family from a newly built Hong Kong skyscraper, the tallest, badass skyscraper in the world after it is taken over by terrorists and set on fire. The movie was released in the United States by Universal Pictures on July 13, 2018, with a production budget of $125 million. The movie received mixed reviews from critics who praised Johnson's performance as the film's suspenseful scenes, but criticized the script as cliché and too similar to The Towering Inferno and Die Hard. So what, expect cliché moments throughout the entire epic movie with Dwayne Johnson? I don't think so. I mean, okay, settle down there. Dwayne Johnson plays Will Sawyer, a former US Marine, FBI hostage rescue team leader and amputee who loses his left leg below the knee when he and HRT colleague Ben Gillespie encounter a hostage taker with a suicide bomb. Yet he's the main protagonist here and manages to climb 3,500-foot skyscraper. Big props to that guy. I mean, I'm getting sweaty just by passing a first floor with both of my legs. Neve Campbell as Sarah Sawyer, Will's wife, a US Navy surgeon. Chin Han as Zhao Longji, a wealthy Chinese tech entrepreneur and financer of the Pearl. Roland Miller as Corus Both, a Scandinavian terrorist kingpin. Noah Taylor as Mr. Pierce, an insurance executive secretly working for Boda. Byron Mann as Inspector Wu, leader of the HKPF response team. Pablo Schreiber as Ben Gillespie, Will's former colleague and friend, now secretly working for Boda. Tsima as Fire Chief Shang, Hannah Kinlivan as Xia, both as henchwomen. I really liked the moment where the bad guys set a fire on the 96th floor because from there the movie took off from slow pace into a rescue mission. Something that was known as a new job opportunity for Sawyer now becomes a threat for his family, and he needs to take a risk and do unimaginable. The tension was awesome, fooled up by stunts and animations. Skyscraper on its own was perfectly designed, making you feel like you're really there. I didn't like combat though, with Sawyer's colleague Ben, where he ends up dead just after slamming around and crashing things, the gun kind of fired accidentally, and yet we don't know anything about that guy. It was a clear setup for Sawyer, and probably Ben's jealousy had ruled that out for him to act that way and put a gun on your colleague. Sawyer's kids in the movie are completely a different element here because they don't match at all with the whole concept of the story. Their intention was visit their daddy's workplace and basically have fun in this badass building. Acrophobia in this movie kicks in pretty good, especially if you have one. Being alone up there in front of thousands of Chinese people staring at you while you're struggling to climb up and yet they applaud you once you make it, it's such a relief, man. I didn't expect to see Roland Muller as an antagonist. I've never seen him in such a role before. This was the first time I've seen him like that. The first time I saw him in a commuter, he was playing one of the passengers. Top-notch acting, really. The expressions were just insane and obviously he was the right choice. I gotta say the best scene surprised me was Dwayne Johnson jump from the crane where military is chasing him on the top of this badass spot. He manages to break the window with a crane and makes his way into a skyscraper on one of the lower floors. I mean, damn, Dwayne, you should have come up with a different plan. That was a long take there, like scenes at some points are 5 to 10 minutes long. The duration was insane. The skyscraper looks so futuristic and it's almost twice of the size of Burj Khalifa. And yes, fires everywhere. Such a static start actually turned later into a burning facility, which looks like it's about to collapse. He finds the way to break the glass with a bronze lion-looking sculpture to get to the turbines where Zhao plays system for activating the control of the Pearl, making a stunt of his lifetime. And stepping on the edge of the skyscraper, walking aside, it is just insanity. Once he shuts off the system, the fire blows right below him, forcing him to jump on his attached rope on the pole, which was loose, makes him dizzy by swaying around the glass of the Pearl. Once again, brilliant tension here is done because he's now upside down and tries to escape this deadly situation by grabbing his prosthetic leg. His wife Sarah is cornered around a fire and collapsed bridge ends up separated by her children. Jackass who pointed a gun to her head gets stabbed by the scissors. Damn, that hurt. That's what you get with messing with Sawyer's wife. At this point they need to cross over plank while Sawyer's holding what has left of the bridge on his side to help his wife and son to get across. Daughter is chased by bad guys and they eventually get surprised by sire. To make a long story short, combat at the very top of the pearl is filled up with mirrors, where everybody is confused in which direction should they shoot. Shooting sequences here are incredibly done. While Sire's wife is finding a way to reboot the system of a pearl, he is trying to save her daughter. The architectural rendering of the 225-story tall skyscraper was based on the Chinese inspirations. According to the New York Post, they said, tasked with envisioning the architectural wonder at the center of the Hong Kong set, Skyscraper, production designer Jim Bizzle and his team researched local myths for inspiration and came upon a Chinese fable they could work with. Steve Jablonsky composed the film score, which uses elements of guitars, synthesized drums, and traditional orchestra. The soundtrack was digitally released on July 13, 2018 by Milan Records, with the physical soundtrack being released later on August 3rd, 2018. I'm giving this movie 8 out of 10 because of its concept and slow-paced scenes at the beginning. CGI was well done though, with the crane and explosion inside of the skyscraper. If you're a fan of San Andreas and Rampage, this is the one that you should also check out. It will keep you on the edge of your seat, at least once you get to the most intense place with the characters. That will be it for today's review. Let me know about your comments below. Till the next time, stay tuned and catch you later.